TSA off-season daily undulating periodization. Week 1 hypertrophy day. So we're looking at some squats here. Still trying to do as much belt lift work as possible. This is 3x8 at 295 pounds. Pretty much self-explanatory. Did a little quick warm-up before this, just get acclimated to the bar. It's now that time of year where you can start wearing a little bit more warmer clothes to lift, which is something I prefer. I'd rather it be cold and be layered up while lifting, so that way I can keep my joints warm, rather than being hot and lifting half naked and cooling off in between sets. Prefer to just keep the sweat going. Movement pattern felt good with this. You see my ankles are planted to the floor. Normally I get a little flexion there. If anything, squatting beltless, the leverages are kind of completely different for me. When I have the Inzer belt on, I feel it gives me a little bit of rebound, something I can stop myself on. When I don't have the Inzer belt on, it's almost like I can go a little bit deeper sometimes. I can feel it a lot more in my hamstrings, basically. Moving along to the bench. Again, the trend here, 3x8. Everything I think was around 67% of my 1 rep max on all the respective lifts. And I tried to keep the pause a little quick here. The second set I concentrated on the pause a little bit more because I did feel that my body was all over the place and I was rushing the set. And for some reason I did a 9th rep. I don't understand how that happened. So going into the second set, same thing. Like I said, I tried to concentrate a little bit more and ended up somehow doing a 9th rep here. And the whole time mentally I was telling myself that the 8th rep felt really heavy on both of those sets. Almost to the point where I thought I wasn't going to get it. And after reviewing the footage and seeing that I was overreaching, I can understand why it felt like I wasn't going to get those reps, because I wasn't supposed to do them in the first place. But I mean, what's an extra rep gonna hurt, right? At the end of the day, that's more gains, as they would say. So moving along to the next lift, we're doing deadlifts, and my coach, like I said in the previous video, came over to lift at our gym during the weekend. He has a real boner for stiff bars. No pun intended. He doesn't like using the Texas deadlift bar because of the fed he lifts in. They use a power bar, which is pretty much the same deal, a 27 or maybe a 29 millimeter stiff bar. So there's no slack to be pulled out of it, other than whatever natural slack you can get out of a stiff bar. So I guess this is just more truer to what you would actually compete with than lifting with the Texas bar, which he calls the cheater bar. And then we have Penlay rows, just a different angle. And the only thing I really took the shirt off for was the bench, since there really was no good way to put my belt on for the bench. The only reason why I do wear a belt when I bench is just because I feel it's a good cue for me to indicate if I'm losing tightness in my core. I know that probably doesn't make sense, but the belt's not tight enough for me to get any support out of it. When I'm in the benching position, I don't have a big stomach or anything. The arch kind of takes that away, so I don't know, more of a mental thing. I try to lift without it, but my body just feels kind of squishy. So like I said, it's just a good indicator of how close my ass should be, how deep the arch is, etc., etc. Once I feel a certain pressure around my abdomen, I just kind of know like that's where I should be set up. The tricep push downs is always pretty miserable the first couple of reps. Maybe I'll end up purchasing an angled bar or something like that to use. Anyways, that's it for this. Thank you for watching Country Music Television, Larry King, and Subway Sandwiches. And you can go ahead and check out my blog at omicronswole.blogspot.com if you want to look at anything else or care to. Later.